accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make.
Just like that, we're back at it. Prep has officially started. We are currently 12 and a half weeks out from stepping on stage at the Olympia, and things are starting to heat up. This morning, I weighed in at 234.8. So that is 8 pounds above my previous stage weight at optimum when I qualified for the Olympia. And then that is about 10, 12 pounds above my stage weight for India. Guys, over the last handful of weeks, I haven't been posting a lot of videos updating you guys on, prepping, because I wanted to take that time to take a step back and focus on my businesses, my wife, my social life, things that I put on the back burner when it comes to prep. But I'm so excited to be sitting back in my traditional touch point spots with you guys and just announcing the fact that it's go time. So over the past 6 weeks, my main focus was keeping my body composition in a good position. Typically, when I have a little bit more room and a gap between shows, I was always known for kind of just using that time for a complete step back of mental sanity and kind of not necessarily tracking, eating what I want. I've always ate intuitively clean, but I have that body type where I just look at food and I gain weight, so I always have to be careful. So I was really diligent about execution this time around. My food didn't really get any crazily above my maintenance, and again, I always stayed on a consistent cardio schedule. But now that we are officially back in the Olympia prep, we are pushing cardio up to 6 sessions a week at 30 minutes, and not to mention our meal plan has started back on a carb cycle. So I have low, moderate, and high days back again. So since qualifying for the Olympia, I've been getting a lot of questions of people asking, Alex, what are your expectations for yourself going into this year's Olympia? And I don't know why I thought that was such a hard question for me to answer at the time, but I think it's so clear for me at this point. In 2022, my very first Olympia, I placed 14th in the world out of 70 guys. And at that moment, I will never forget how disappointed I was stepping off stage. I never placed that low in my career, but I didn't really correlate the difference between, hey guys, this is the Olympia versus this is not just a regular show, right? And because of that, I was like, oh, this is just a regular show, and I wanted to place higher, so lowest placing in my career. But when I take a step back at it, look at it like from a holistic perspective, 14th in the world is actually insane. For my first Olympia, and not to mention, I got ranked. And I don't know where I lost that, because my answer to this question's changed a little bit over the last couple of weeks. And at one point it was just, I just want to get ranked again. And then I looked at myself in the mirror and was like, wait, what? I already did that. And then it was, I want to be, just higher than I was before. But I'm like, fuck that too. Like, I know what I can do, man. I know if I nail my look, I know that I've been inconsistent in the past. But if I can control all of my variables and be the best version of Alex on stage, there's no reason why I can't be in the first call out. And for those of you who asked that question, my expectations are to minimally be in the first call out. My goal is to be top 5. My goal is to stand next to the best in the world and show them I can stand with anybody. So we have high expectations, there's no question. The best part about this whole process is I don't need to focus about how anybody else shows up. I need to focus on how I show up. Because if I show up the way that I know that I can, the way that I've proven in the past that I can, I'm going to be giving a lot of guys a run for their money. And I'm excited to do so. So with that being said, we're back. The Olympia prep is officially underway.
It's been dark way too long in this place. That bright smile long gone been replaced. From ear to ear I see that fear in your face. Tell me when the last time you felt safe, cause there's some evil people in the streets. Evil at your front door, creeping while you sleep.
So lately in my workouts, I've been starting off with my primary exercise right out of the gate. I used to have a warm-up exercise, like for example, if I was doing shoulders, I'd do some kind of shoulder raise. But I always felt like after I did a warm-up exercise, my pump was obtained and then lost by the time I got to the actual primary exercise. So first, I'm gonna go with slow progressions as I work up here in my top set. And then I'm gonna go off to what would be my normal starting exercise, make sure the pump is there, and try to keep that pump consistently through the entire workout. I feel like the first primary exercise that you do isn't necessarily pump focused. Plus, I take longer rest periods, so it's better for me to just come in here, slow progression up, make sure that I keep my strength as much as possible rather than fatiguing it prior. But you got to make sure that you stretch. You got to make sure that you have to do a quick warm up beforehand. But nonetheless, it's time to move some heavy ass weight.
It's time to raise up, show that evil we ain't weak. We don't turn the other cheek. I can show you how to be strong. Come on, follow me. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. No more running from the bad guy. I'ma stare him in the eye like, what's up? I know the journey got hard for a minute, but I ain't giving this up. Yeah, I got the heart of a champion. If I get knocked down, I get back up.
Just like that, workout complete. It's currently 3:18 p.m. Typically, this would be the time I'd be starting my workout. I used to train after meal 3, but lately, just due to schedule, I like to train after meal 2 to kind of open up my day for the afternoon. For those of you who have been following along on just the content journey in general, we've recently started filming a podcast, Men's Physique Radio, and that has taken up a decent amount of time in some afternoons. We also like to shoot other content to get new people involved in that. So my afternoons have been busy with whether it's my personal life, content life, or simply just wanting to turn off my brain a little bit earlier than I have had to. And that's been an absolute game changer. Again, we're really just getting back into the prep routine. Now, when it comes to the training, and that has been a massive change in the way that I've been approaching my training. After last season, I had an opportunity to truly dissect my physique and really see what I needed to continue to improve on. Now, I've always had a strong back, but there's no question from 2022 to where I was not only in 23, but also the early stages of 24, my back still wasn't necessarily up to par with what it was when I qualified for the Olympia the first time. So I wanted to add not only more emphasis, but generally just more tissue. And because I tend to have a good mind-muscle connection, I went from training back once a week to now training it twice a week. And now I only have 1 rest day instead of 2 because I still want to make sure that I prioritize my shoulders. Now, I have not still trained arms. I haven't trained arms in over 2 years since the 2022 Olympia. And my main focus now is seriously just going all in and pushing my body. You know, I think over the last 2 years, changing my training split to 5 times a week was good. It was refreshing. My body had a lot of recovery, you know, knock on wood, no injuries. But I think it's time to amp some stuff back up, man, because I know my physique has a lot to fill out in terms of like my frame. So I really want to make sure I emphasize that. So we have chest twice a week, back twice a week, shoulders, legs, and we keep running that cycle until my body feels a little fatigued, and then we might take an extra day off. But nonetheless, getting done early, getting back to the house. We got some Manifest orders to ship out, baby. It's crazy. It's crazy, the success of Manifest, but we'll talk about that later. So what you're seeing here is literally the definition of a startup. This is us just coming up with an idea, a concept, and bringing it to life. Like, we didn't think about where we're going to store it. We didn't think about necessarily the efficiency of how things were going to be done, but we find a pain point and we fix a pain point. That's the definition of being an entrepreneur, right? You make decisions based off of pain points. And I'm telling you, when it comes to business, there are always pain points. So from there, it's just problem solving. You know, we literally have my complete movie room. This is no longer a movie room. It's practically just storage. We have like a little desk set up here for packing orders. We have like a quality setup where we make sure that everything in terms of like the sizing is correct, because you never know. When it comes to manufacturers, guys, they are a blessing and a curse. If you can find an amazing manufacturer, it could change so much for you guys. But if not, it can cause a lot of headaches. And we've had some headaches, but the good thing is we make sure that the headaches aren't on the customer, because we take so much time on the front end to make sure that it's prioritized. And honestly, it's this one. Like, she does so much for me in terms of my multiple different businesses to help things go. And I'm telling you, man, she packs orders. She answers questions from customers. She makes sure I'm posting, making sure I say, hey, listen, this was the best item, or this item needs to sell more, so we can focus on things on how to help push it. And I just like being the visionary. Like, I like being able to see the concept and turn it into a vision so you guys can, feel our story and our whys behind what we're doing, like the marketing, right? I literally went to school for marketing. So, they say when you go to college, a lot of times you don't necessarily take away or you don't really learn much. But the one thing I learned in college was I just love having a product that I care about and putting a lot of, my personality and my vision behind it, I guess, if that makes sense. The bagging is so dope. You can really see, we actually paid extra money just for the material of these bags. So when you get it, just know it was out of love from us. So dope, man. The best logo on any board short ever. And the material matches. And not to mention, we have the best launch ever right around the corner. Should we show them?
Yeah.
Show them one. So we listen to you, all right? No more white waistbands. These aren't the final product, like logo-wise. Like this is just like a temp. It's gonna be like normal size, like as they are. But check these guys out. What? These are the best.
Well, people wanted more black ones.
Y'all wanted more black, so we listened. Man, these are my favorite of all time. Nasty. Oh my God. Look at the camo. These ones are called Black Ops. Oh my God. These ones, we put a lot of time into these. And again, the material, form fit, right around the quad, man. Perfect. Just wait. We're changing the game, man. I'm telling you guys. If you haven't supported Manifest yet, you have a show coming up, and these are not gonna drop for like another 4 weeks. But if you guys can, support, run this up. And not to mention, for this next launch, it's going to be called Hero, right? You guys can see the theme, right? Hero. It's supporting our military. And because we're doing that, we're going to be giving an opportunity or donating money to a veteran foundation. Like, we're not just trying to change the men's physique division. We're trying to just add value in multiple different ways, man. And this is just a start. You guys haven't even seen the other ones that are dropping. I probably shouldn't even be showing you these, but we're doing some good things, man. And I'm so excited. It's hard to put into words, but I fucking love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. And I hope I can just continue to do what we're doing. It just got very dark, very quick. The definition of Florida weather. All right, we'll see you soon.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Dude, you look nuts. Dude, this is the best you've ever looked. It's not even close. This is the best I've felt. And honestly, that's one of the most important things. What's your weight at right now, you mentioned?
109.5.
Okay. And
yeah, my hair weighs. I know that it weighs.
I always forget to equate that into it because I know a lot of the females forget completely to do that too. So it's hilarious. Like that, I remember there was a girl who I was coaching and her hair extensions weighed like 5 pounds. Or not 5 pounds, like 0.5 pounds. It was just nuts. The full as your glutes has been. I'm happy because they're not as striated, which I started to get a little worried about that yesterday. But
no, they look way less striated in the hamstrings today, which is perfect.
Yeah, trust me. As cool as it looks, it's not what the division is looking for. So, dude, listen, I'm so proud of you. This is your pro debut. Soak it in, right? No matter what the outcome is, even though with this look, it's hard to be denied. Just make sure that you allow the moments to come to. You're gonna be standing on stage with some of the best in the world. I mean, one of the best bikini athletes in the world is competing at your show. So soak that in, man. You're not a rookie anymore, right? So enjoy it. First things first, right? Bring that confidence. At this point, it's only icing on the cake. You look fucking amazing, all right? So don't forget that.
Thank you. Thank you for the reminder.
All right. Appreciate you. Love you. Enjoy it. And again, I have my phone on close by if you need anything. All right?
Okay.
After makeup. Yep, I was gonna say after you get your makeup done, send me over some photos. Let's go take this one, baby. So these are one of those days for me where I think my emotions are probably of the highest they've ever been. And it's significantly higher than moments before I get on stage. I'm consistently looking at data of my clients who are stepping on stage to make sure that we're crossing all of our T's, dotting all our I's, getting pictures after every single meal, just making sure that we're doing what's necessary and being there for them in these moments. I'm telling you guys now, it's not easy coaching a lot of clients. And guys, my Saturdays lately have been a little crazy. So over the past 6 weeks, I've traveled to 6 different states, 1 different country, and throughout those entire weekends, I've had clients competing every single weekend. So it's safe to say that my mornings on weekends that used to be relaxing have now turned into 4 a.m. wake-up calls, high emotion, making sure that their emotions are good, and a lot of video, a lot of dissecting, a lot of Google Drives, and there's a lot of making sure that this is on par with this. And typically, when it comes to these channels, we've been showing a lot of my show day videos, but now with me having time to focus on my clients, this is such a big part of who I am and what I love to do. And a lot of you guys don't see the coach side of me, and I don't know, man. I think the reason why I'm a good coach is because I am an athlete and I know what these clients go through on a day-to-day. So I want to make sure that the days leading into the show are as even keeled as possible, because that's what I try to do for myself. But I have Selena getting ready to go on for her pro debut. She just placed first in universe, earning her pro card, and almost won the overall. So she's going to go against the girl again who she lost to in the overall, which is going to be really cool. But also Ashley Coltwalder, one of the best bikini athletes, previous Olympian, two-time, and winningest bikini champion of all time. Like, it's so many cool moments that she's starting to feel and sees, and we just couldn't be happier with the look. So it's safe to say your boy's tired. Again, 4 a.m. wake-up call, spin class, a lot of mental fortitude and thought processes being put into numbers and data, and again, emotions being put back into my clients, but it's all fucking worth it. Hold it down, hold it down, hold it down, hold it down, hold it down. Open up. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Yeah! 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 Let's go! Let's go! I've really grown to love this spot. I don't know why. I feel like I can just come out here, be by myself, look out at the water. The sun sets so beautifully over just the right side of our fence. And I don't know, man. I feel like a sense of overall gratitude when I'm out here. It's like a calm, but nonetheless, it's here, man. The prep for the Olympia, an opportunity to redeem myself, it's here. And I want this shit so bad, man. And I am so confident in the work and the effort and the day-to-day focus that I put into this sport, and I just can't wait to display it on the big stage for all my supporters and for all my doubters too. This is one of those opportunities for me to continue to invest into another passion, which is this bodybuilding men's physique division that I love so much. I hope you guys are liking these videos, man. I decided for this back half of the prep to make things a little less cinematic. Just showing you guys the raw, the real, instead of like piecing things together, just pick up the camera and shoot, show you guys my highs, show you guys my lows in just a more of a connection focused way, no crazy fluff. This is just the prep. This is the real. You're going to see the raw. You're going to see all of the ebbs and flows that come with this. And I'm really excited to show it from this perspective. So I hope you guys like the raw. I mean, we can always go back to more cinematic if that's something you guys like. We're always going to have some dope edits in and stuff like that. But, I just like the fact that I'm holding the camera a little bit more and I'm showing you guys it through my perspective and my eyes and my vision. And the road to the O, it starts now, baby. I'll see you guys in the next one.